Okay. You all knows the like a bootstrap concept. Yes or no? Everybody you knows the bootstrap.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The bootstrap is nothing but like a front end framework. Okay. It is like a front end framework. Front end framework. And framework, when we talk about the framework concept, it is like a, we can say ready-made architecture, ready-made structure is there. When you talk about the like a framework, there are some inbuilt things are there that we need to choose, use it according to our requirement in the from like applications. Okay. So we have two different type of framework is there. One is called like a front-end framework, another is called server-side framework. So when you talk about the like a server side framework, okay, if you go for the Java, in Java there is a like a Hibernate is there, Spring is there. But if you go for the like a .NET, then there is a like a entity framework is there. If you go for the Python, there is a like a Django framework is there. But if you go for the like a PHP, then the Laravel framework is there. Okay, the different kind of framework is there for each and every technology. The same as Angular is nothing but it is like a front end framework. Okay. So to develop like a single page application. What exactly single page application, that I will tell you. Okay. And only we are going to implement or develop for the like a single page application purpose, we are using the like a Angular applications or Angular framework, we are using it, and it is like a front end framework. So when you talk about the like a Angular, okay, so first of all, we need to discuss about the like a Angular. I just have to go for the like a Angular introduction to Angular. We'll talk about the first of all introduction to Angular. What is Angular? The Angular is nothing but like a open source JavaScript framework, and which is written in the TypeScript, and which is maintained by the like a Google. Okay, I already told TypeScript is created by the like a Microsoft, and TypeScript used by the like a Google for you implementing in the Angular application. So Google maintains it, and its primary purpose is to develop the like a single page application. Okay. The like for example, what exactly single page applications? Now suppose if you are visiting to the any site, any website, if you are visiting, for example, if you are visiting to our prognostech.com or any website, now we are getting the like a different menus are there here. Once I click any menu, the page is going to refresh. Are you looking on the like a left hand side top of the corner? Page is going to refresh it. Yes, देख रहे हो पेज रिफ्रेश होता है कि नहीं कोई भी साइट्स पे तुम विजिट करते हो तो is it or not?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
but whenever the entire page is reloading or refreshing it, that means that application is not a single page application. Okay, so if entire page or the entire sites is refreshing, okay, so that means it is not a single page application. Single page application example, whenever you are visiting to the like a YouTube sites, and if you are like a playing any video, and some website provide the like a mini video, so after change one video to another video, like for example, if I'm going to search like a what is Java, okay, whenever I'm going to search the Java, and if I'm playing the like a any video for the Java, okay, so basically whenever I'm playing any Java video, okay, so that you have to just remember it. So look it, this is the first video which is played. Now if I'm moving to another video to play it, look it, the page is not going to not refreshing it. Page refresh ही नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पर, and the what video is loading it here. So this is nothing but a YouTube site is purely the like a single page application. अगर page refresh होके entire page if it is reloading, that means it is not a like a single page application, and everything should be in the one page. So that is nothing but a concept is called like a single page application. So is it clear everyone, meaning of single page?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Angular is basically used for developing the like a MVVC framework. Okay, MVVC means what? Model view controller. When you talk about the like a MVVC, so that means what? Model view controller. and C stands for the what? Controller. Okay, controller concept. To separate the like a task in the like a different part. Model is basically like a use for like a define the business logic, functionality. Okay, and we use for the like a presentations which we can see in the like a browser. And controller is like always accept the request from the user through the view and process it, and after process it again, if it is interacting with the like some business logic, it will forward to the like a model. तो कंट्रोलर का काम क्या है? पहले यूजर से रिक्वेस्ट लेगा और जो भी उस यूजर का रिक्वायरमेंट है दैट इज गोइंग टू प्रोसेस इट, एंड इफ इट इज इंटरेक्टिंग द लाइक ए पर्टिकुलर business logic, that means it will forward to the model, and model will be like a again return the data to controller, and controller will again return to the like a view. So that is happening in the like a model, view and controller. Task is separating so that different persons can work separately. Then that case, whenever we talk about the like a model, view and controller concept, it is a like a architecture, MVC model we can say it. So a framework, and it is a platform that is used to build the like a enterprise single page web applications. Basically, to develop the single page applications, we are using the like a Angular framework, or also we can develop the like a desktop web applications using like a HTML and the TypeScript. The Angular is nothing but a platform. Okay, it makes it easy to build the application. With the like a web applications, we can develop it. Angular combines the like a template, some dependency injection. Okay, there are some features are there that is going to combine it and then developing the like a Angular applications. What is ECMAScript? Already we have done the like a ES6, and we know the like a, in the ES6 the ECMAScript concept. The ECMAScript is like a, it is a providing the like a specification. Specification means it's provides some set of rules defined in our applications. Specification and standardization of the like a scripting language, which is developed by the like a Brendan East app, the like a Netscape companies. And initially it was named as called the like a Mocha. ECMAScript का initial name क्या था? Mocha. Later it was named as LiveScript. Okay, अभी हम लोग LiveScript भी बोलते हैं. And finally it is called the like a JavaScript. And there are many version of the ECMAScript where it's released from the like a ECMAScript version 1 to like a version 9 is there. And we did the like a ECMAScript 6 version. Okay, the next is the like a what is TypeScript. Already TypeScript concept also we have done. The language TypeScript is open source and it is developed and maintained by the like a Microsoft. And TypeScript language provide the like a several benefits to develop the like a Angular applications. The Angular, when we are going to develop Angular application, it is using the like a TypeScript concept, and already we have done the like a TypeScript also. So when you talk about the like a single page application, okay, single page application, if you look into the before goes to the like a single page application technique, look into the like a traditional web application. पहले कैसे design होता था application? If you go for the like a traditional web application, there are many pages are there. Okay, when you think about the like a many page, and if you click on the any page, the entire whole page is going to refresh on the request. Whole page will be refreshed. Okay, in the traditional web application. But when we talk about the like a single page application, the single page application template is nothing but HTML file. HTML file is called the like a template. When we click on the particular template, no other page is going to refresh it. Okay, the no page refresh on the request, so that is nothing but like a single page application. Okay, but in the traditional web application, if you click on the one page, the entire page or the application will be like a refresh it. But that is not happening in the like a single page applications. Like some popular examples of single page applications where mostly Angulars are using, like a Gmail account whenever we are using, Google Maps, Airbnb, Netflix, Pinterest, PayPal, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, GitHub. These are the like so many applications are nothing but like a single page application. Even if तुम Gmail पे भी जाते हो, कोई भी like a option click करते हो, तो it is not going to refresh the like entire page. Okay, and already you saw the like a YouTube example. So this is nothing but like a single page applications. So in this module, what we did, the introduction to like a Angular, as well as we did the like a concept about the like a single page applications. So what is Angular? And then we are going to discuss about the features of the Angular architecture overview, version of Angular, different version of the Angular, difference between Angular and Angular JS. The first version of the Angular was Angular JS. सबसे पहला version जो develop हुआ था, that was Angular JS. And now we are using the Angular. And whenever we are going to develop Angular applications, so we have to install the Angular CLI, okay, and then we can create the Angular project. The Angular is a TypeScript-based open source web application framework, which is developed by the Angular team that is at Google, and there are some community, okay. And Angular is completely rewritten from the Angular JS. The first version was Angular JS. उसको follow करके Angular को develop किया गया था. The Angular is an application designing framework, and it is also like a development platform where we can develop the a single page application. And Angular have lots of versions are there. After Angular JS, version 2 was there released. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. Now currently which version we are using Angular? That is Angular 16. We are using it. So whenever we are going to work on the Angular, so we need the Visual Studio Editor. We need the a npm package manager. Already I told, if you want to work on the a TypeScript or the ES6, and if you want to compile or run the program, so we have to install the Node.js in your system. The same as if you are going to work on the Angular, so we need to just install the Node.js. Okay, so हमको Node.js install करना है. So once install the Node.js, so we can get the a dependencies a required libraries to build the a Angular project. So if you go for the a features of the a Angular, okay, there are different features of the Angulars is there. One is the called the a model view controller. Already I explained some little bit concept about the a MVC, and we don't have to write too much lines of code. That is nothing but a less code. Unit testing is there, so we can test the application easily. Data model binding is there. That means we can represent the data in the Angular application by using the data model binding. We can develop desktop applications. So these are the nothing but a different type of features are there. Sorry. Okay. So when you talk about the Angular features, there are different features are available. That is, one is called, we can say a DOM concept. Okay, the DOM is basically called a document object model. DOM is a document object model. Then we have the a TypeScript concept. TypeScript concept is there. Then we have the a features is basically called a data binding features. Data binding features is there. Then we have the a features is called a testing features is there. Okay. So when you talk about the a document object model, so shortly it is called the a DOM, document object model. What exactly DOM? Now if you go to the any web page, whenever you are developing by using HTML, what is the root element in the HTML to start the any document or the page? What root element to be write it in the HTML? क्या लिखते हैं हम लोग? सबसे पहला root element क्या होता है?
Doc type HTML.
Is it a root element? Huh? Body. Pranay. Huh? Pranay is saying body. Body is the root element in the HTML.
Exclamation mark.
क्या?
HTML लिखते हैं सर.
Yes,
HTML tag.
HTML tag we write it. That is nothing but a root element. So while we are going to create any a web page, the first thing always we have to write, that is called the a doc type. Okay, that means it is a document. We write a document. That means we are writing doc type. Okay. Then under document, there is a root element is there. Okay. And that root element is nothing but a HTML element, root element, and that is nothing but a HTML element. Under HTML element, then two separate child element is there. One is called head element, another is called a body element. Body element we write it. Again, inside head element we write a title element, we write meta tag, we write link tag, we write a base tag. Okay, we write script tag, everything which comes under the like a head element. So when we go for the body, then we write paragraph, then we write the form tag, we write the like a h1 to h6 tags. Okay, h1 to h6, we are writing image, everything we are writing inside the body element. Okay, so this is the way we are separating it. So when you talk about the DOM, the entire document is nothing but like a, we can say like a DOM concept. The Angular uses the like a regular DOM, means जो generally use करता है, and which updates, okay, the like a HTML element or the HTML page instead of updating the like a one, okay, element or the like a one tag. The Angular uses this structure. So जो HTML document concept, root element, then head, then body, everything it comes under the like a where in a particular document. So that is basically called the like a DOM concept. The document object model, it's not only HTML page, we can say HTML tag. Sometimes it is also considered as the like a XML also, structure extensible markup language. Okay, either it may be like a HTML or XML document tree. Whenever structure we are making it, this is basically called as the like a tree structure. मतलब document और document के अंदर root element के अंदर सब child element, okay, head के अंदर फिर child element, body के अंदर फिर से child element. So this is nothing but a document. Okay, and this entire thing is refers to the like a DOM concept in the like a web page, we can say. The Angular uses this regular DOM. Okay, and whenever the like a any updation is going to happen in the like a applications level, the entire element is going to update it. So that is happening in the like a DOM concept. Second features is the TypeScript. Already we have done it, the TypeScript concept. Okay, so that we know it. The TypeScript is like a object-oriented programming language. Okay, object-based language. And when you talk about the TypeScript is a consist of two things. One is called the like a TypeScript language, plus it is like a NPM, Node Package Manager. Okay, so using the Node Package Manager through, we can install some set of libraries or the packages we can install it, which is required for the like applications. Next is the like a data binding. The data binding is nothing but like a process, we can say, and which like a user will be interact or like is going to manipulate the like a web page element through the like a web browser. And whenever you have defined some data and that you want to represent with the like a particular web page, then we are using the technique is called the like a data binding technique. So data binding means what? Binding the data to the like a particular element in the web page. That is called the like a data binding concept. In Angular, there are different type of data binding that we have to discuss later. The next is the like a testing concept. Testing means what? Whenever we are developing application, जब भी हम लोग कोई भी application develop करते हैं, सबसे पहला चीज है कि testing होना चाहिए. Whether it is like a successfully executing or not, is there any error or not, that everything we have to check it. बट एंगुलर एप्लीकेशंस के अंदर हम लोग मैनुअली टेस्टिंग नहीं करेंगे, तो वो ऑटोमेटिक टेस्टिंग इज देयर इन द एंगुलर एप्लीकेशन, and that is like a one testing engine is available whenever we are creating the like a Angular application, that is called Jasmine testing. Which type of testing is there? Jasmine testing is there like in the Angular applications whenever we are creating. Plus there is a testing name is called the like a Karma testing. Jasmine and Karma both are available whenever we are going to develop any like applications in using the Angular, and both are internally testing the like application. The Angular uses like a Jasmine testing framework, and Jasmine testing framework like provides a multiple functionality to write the different kind of test cases. Okay, as per the जैसे कि कोई एप्लीकेशन बन रहा है तो तुम हर वक्त सोचना कि क्या क्या एरर आने का चांसेस है उसके अंदर. ओके, तो दैट यू हैव टू थिंक इन योर माइंड एंड दैट इज नथिंग बट ए टेस्ट केसेस. ओके, तो जो जैस्मिन टेस्टिंग है वो इंटरनली क्या करता है, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ टेस्ट केसेस इज गोइंग टू जनरेट टू फाइंड आउट द एरर. एंड कर्मा इज लाइक ए रनर which is going to run the test. Okay, and which uses the like a configuration file to start up the like a testing framework. So that is available inside the like a Angular applications. We are using it. And when we talk about the like a Angular application, so there are some other features also we can see, that is like a model view and controller. The model is basically represent the like a business logic or functionality. We can define it, and view is nothing but like a presentation which we want to display on the browser. And controller is nothing but it is going to accept the like a request from the user and process it, and according to the like a whether it is going to send to the model or it is going to send to the like a view. And we don't have to write that much lines of code. That's why it is a one features is called the like a less code we are writing it. And unit testing already I told, Angular uses the like a Jasmine testing and the Karma testing tools, okay, for like a testing the like a functionality internally. And data model binding also I told, by using the binding concept, whenever we want to bind the data to the like a particular HTML element in the like a Angular application, then we are using the like a data model binding technique. Next is the like a desktop applications also we can develop it, web applications we can develop it. Virtual scrolling, whenever like a we are just going to like a code we are writing it, okay, in the application, it should be like a scrollable option should be available. So scrolling the like a technique like a, any pages if it is there, so that is basically called the like a virtual scrolling concept. Next, architecture of the like a Angular. Okay, what are the different type of architecture? One is called the like a dependency injection, modules, component, template, metadata, data binding, directives and services. यहाँ पर जितना भी तुम देख रहे हो आर्किटेक्चर के अंदर एक एक पॉइंट, हर एक पॉइंट एक टॉपिक है in Angular, and that we have to discuss it one by one. Okay, one by one we have to learn, okay, in the Angular dependency injection क्या है and how to implement it, what is modules and how to implement it, what is component and how to implement it, what is template. Template in the Angular is nothing but a HTML file. जब भी हम लोग कोई HTML फाइल क्रिएट करते हैं तो that is called as like a template in the Angular. And how to bind the data, how to create a different directive to implement the like a services, and services will give the like a different kind of functionality which can be used in the different places. Okay, so these are the nothing but a one topic in the Angular that we have to discuss one by one. Don't worry for that. Okay, तो ये सब चीज क्या है, तुम लोग ये मत सोचो कि ये सब कंसेप्ट क्या है. नो, ये सब एक एक टॉपिक है एंगुलर के अंदर. Okay, so everything we have to discuss it. So everything comes under the like a Angular architecture. Then Angular have the different version. Okay, the first version was the Angular is that is the Angular JS. Okay, the first version kya tha? Angular JS. Then currently we are getting that is a Angular 16. Okay, and then 2, 4, 5, 6 like this. It is changes the different version of the like a Angular. Now when you talk about the like a Angular JS and Angular, what is the difference? Kya difference tha? Angular JS was purely written in the JavaScript language, whereas Angular is written in TypeScript language. And when you think about the like to bind any property or the bind any event, अगर तुम कुछ property define करना है या कोई event करना है, so that means in Java, in Angular JS, we use the like there is a concept is called ng directive concept was there. But in Angular, we are using the parenthesis and the square bracket. The parenthesis for like a property binding, and for parenthesis for event binding, and square bracket for the like a property binding we are using it. तो यहाँ पर हम लोग bracket use करेंगे. But in Angular JS, it was like a ng directive was there. Is there any mobile features was there in the Angular JS? No, there was no mobile features was there. But in Angular, we can use the like a mobile features. Now routing is nothing but a like a navigation. जैसे तुम bootstrap पे nav bar create करते हो, okay, जैसे different menu bar create करते हो, that is called the like a routing concept in the Angular. Okay, then Angular JS there was a concept was called like a route provider dot when function was there. मतलब when method use करके हम लोग करते थे. But in Angular we have a like a annotations or directive was there, and directive is there, that is called the like a route config that we have to use it. Performance wise it is like a middle, the Angular JS, and it is like a better as compared to the like a performance wise. Template engine, यहाँ पर हम लोग like a many directives we use in the like a Angular JS, but in Angular has the standard directives is there, like to bind the data or to different type of binding, how to implement it. Okay, that is available in the Angular. But यहाँ पर कुछ custom directives भी create कर सकते हैं और कुछ predefined directive भी था, so that we can implement it. But in the like Angular only we can use the like ng model to bind the data. Then there is a concept is called like a any like a supporting with the like a different type of like a supporting features in the browser. There was a concept in the Angular JS is called controllers, but here controllers is replaced by the component. मतलब एंगुलर पे हम लोग कंट्रोलर नहीं बोलते हैं, एंगुलर पे हम लोग कंपोनेंट्स बोलते हैं. वी कॉल्ड कंपोनेंट्स in Angular, but in Angular JS it was called as like a controller concept. Then next is the like a one-way data binding. If you want to bind the data to the like any HTML page, there was a directive is called ngbind. Directive was there to bind the data. But this one-way data binding, that we are using the like a square bracket here in the like a Angular. And two-way data binding ng model was there, okay, in the Angular JS. But here we are using the like a this way to two-way data binding. So first we have to use the like a square bracket. Then in the square bracket we have to use parenthesis, and then we have to write the ng model directive, okay, to bind the two-way data binding. But in Angular JS there was a ng model was there, but this is the syntax which is changed in the like a Angular. Next, how to install the like a Angular. Whenever you are going to create a like a Angular application, first of all you have to install the Angular CLI. Okay, so after install the Angular CLI, then we can create the like a Angular project. So let us see, we need to implement it practically, okay, so that you can understand. So now I'm going to the like this project folder. This is our main folder where I'm going to create the like a Angular applications. So first of all I have to install the like a Angular CLI. CLI stands for the what? Common Language Interface concept. So that you have to just remember it. And using this like a CLI, we can get the like a some benefits or the libraries which is required for the like a application that we are going to implement it. So we can use the like a Angular CLI to create the project. क्यों CLI install कर रहे हैं? To create project, and which will be generate some library code, and it will be provide some certain like a variety of like a development task. We can test it, we can building the application, we can run the application. That's why we are installing Angular CLI. So to install the Angular CLI, we have to write the command npm install -g means global, okay, @angular/CLI. So we just have to write here npm install -g, okay, @angular/CLI. So first we have to install the Angular CLI. But every time you don't have to install it. Only first time you have to install it. But one more thing you have to remember, whenever you are installing any packages or the library in Angular applications, while you are going to create it, internet should be on, okay, because all the features read from the like internet. So then after install the CLI, then we are going to create a like a new project. And if we want to create a new project, we have to write the command ng new and then project name. I'm going to create a project name that is hello world. ng new project name. You have to just press yes. And then यहाँ पर ऑप्शन है कि तुम्हारा HTML पेज पे क्या इंप्लीमेंट करना चाहते हो, CSS और SCSS और sash or less. Okay, so basically whenever we are going to develop the like a any web applications, we use the like a CSS. The same as CSS implementation is also extension is .scss is there to implementation of CSS. तो यहाँ पर फर्स्ट ऑप्शन रहना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पर डाउन डाउन जाओगे तो तुम कौन सा यूज करना चाहते हो. So I want to use the like a CSS extension. I don't want to go to the like any other extension for CSS implementation. Then click enter. It takes some times to create the project. Okay, now after the created the project, then you have to switch to your project directory. तो हमारा project directory का नाम क्या है, hello world. तो इसको change करेंगे हम लोग by using the cd command. The cd and project name, जो folder name. Then if you want to execute the like a Angular project, then we have to write ng serve command, ng serve, through which we can run the Angular application, and just press it yes, मतलब y enter करोगे. Okay. After executed successfully, you are looking at here the URL. तो ये URL को तुमको ब्राउजर पे रन करना है. Okay, so you have to run this URL http localhost : port number that is 4200. तो Angular का default port number होता है 4200. So just we have to open the browser and here we need to type it http localhost 4200. तो by default I will get the like a default page. Angular का ये default page है. ओके जो इसके अंदर कुछ इनबिल्ट टैग लिखा है, इनबिल्ट कोड लिखा हुआ है. ओके so generally we don't need this like a default things, so that we can remove it. So where I should go and remove it? So whenever you have created any project, so you have to go to your project folder. यहाँ पर जाओगे, project folder के अंदर एक src folder है. Inside the src folder there is a app folder. Inside the app folder there is a html page is there. This is called template, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं template page. So if you click on the template html page, this is the like a some inbuilt code is there. ओके तो ये सब ऑलरेडी उसके अंदर प्रेजेंट है, जो आउटपुट यहाँ पर हम लोग को मिल रहा है. तो दैट वी डोंट वांट. तो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी जस्ट हैव टू रिमूव इट एंड वी हैव टू राइट एज पर आवर रिक्वायरमेंट html tag. And here I am just going to write it h1 element, like I just have to write welcome to Angular first applications with hello world. I'm just going to write this message. But remember it, if your application is running mode, whatever changes you have to do, automatically it will be restart the server. Here we are using the like a virtual server. We are not using any like a physical server. Okay, there are lots of physical server is there, but here we are not using any like a physical server. By default, we are getting virtual server. Now, if you go to the browser, look at welcome to Angular first application with hello world. We are getting this message. तो HTML पेज के अंदर जो भी चेंजेस करोगे तो एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग टू लाइक ए डिस्प्ले इन द लाइक ए ब्राउजर. नाउ सपोज आई वांट टू डिक्लेयर द वन वेरिएबल, तो वेयर शुड आई गो? आई हैव टू जस्ट गो टू द लाइक ए component.ts file. Component.ts file is nothing but a class file. Here I am just going to write the variable name and data type is like a string equals to, I am just going to write it here the message that is a Prognoz text. And now this variable value I want to display in the browser. So I just have to go to the like a browser, and to display that variable value, I have to use, there is a tag is called interpolation tag, double curly bracket. And here I need to refer it the name of the variable. Okay. Now if you go to the like a browser, look at, we are getting it here, Prognoz tag. Okay. This is the like a basic thing. You just understand it. Later we have to discuss deeply. Okay. Is it clear everyone? Understood?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we just have to install the like a command CLI, Angular CLI, whenever first time you are going to create any project. Then after that you have to create the project by using the ng new command through. And after created the project, you have to change to your project directory, and then you have to write ng sharp. हाँ, अगर तुमको लगता है कि तुमको ब्राउजर ऑटोमेटिक ओपन होना चाहिए, तो you have to just write double hyphen open. ng sharp के साथ लिखोगे space double hyphen open, तो browser will be automatically open it. Or shortly you can write O. You can write open or you can write O. Okay, तो it will automatically open the browser, जो भी तुम्हारा default browser रहेगा. Or otherwise you can just open manually, type the URL and execute. See the output.